Okay, before we get started, I wanted to take a moment to talk about the various tools that I'm using. I know I gave you a brief rundown in one of the previous videos, but I wanted to just give you a little bit better idea. So we're going to start out. I'm pulling out a new kneaded eraser. You may have noticed how dark my previous one was, so I'm going to go ahead and get that new one out and use that for the face. Also for the face, because there's a lot of fine detail work, I'm going to be using a mechanical pencil. This allows us to keep a very fine point to work with. It's much easier when you have to do tiny details, because of course your other pencil gets dull really quickly. We're also going to be working again with our Pentalic 6B pencil. And you might have noticed I got that nice and sharp. I actually have my second pencil on standby in case this one gets too dull to work with, because for the face we really need, we're going to be doing a lot of point work, so we really have to keep that very sharp. We're also going to be using blenders as per usual, but I've got a slightly different variety of sizes here. You may not be able to tell perspective wise, but these are much smaller blenders, and that's on purpose again, so that I'm doing a much finer area, much smaller area with much finer detail, so I need smaller, finer ones to work with. And that's compared to the size I was working with on the body. You can see the difference there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started here in just a moment, and hopefully we'll take you along for a fun ride.